Ahoy hoy, I'm Planarwalk, and it seems that whenever SpaceX does any kind of launch, flat earthers instantly get mad about it. And its recent launch to carry 4 astronauts to the ISS, it was no different. So let's dive into a video by Level Earth Observer where he appears to be rather mad about it for some reason.
It is nonsense, the new chapter in the American space pantomime industry. We got 4 new, derpy astrodames entering the space pantomime circuit.
Wow, that was quick to say something wrong. So those astronauts aren't exactly new, except for Victor Glover, it's the first time he's gone into space. But for the other 3, yeah, they've all been into space before. In fact, the Japanese member of the crew, Soichi Noguchi, is the 3rd astronaut ever to have flown on 3 different launch systems. So yeah, he's not exactly a new astronaut.
Dear oh dear, look at the state of this. I'm supposed to abandon demonstrable reality because of this? Look at him!
Should we tell him that by virtue of being a flat earther, he's already abandoned demonstrable reality?
Absolute state. You ain't fooling anyone in your silly suits.
Well, the spacesuits that they're wearing are actually rather practical because they're less bulky than other spacesuits that have been used previously, and they protect against things like depressurization.
It's literally 4 derpy astrodames participating in the Christmas space panto.
I legitimately have no idea what any of this has to do with Christmas. Is it because Christmas is about a month away?
Derp, 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 derp.
Ah, a flat earther trying to communicate in their native language, I see. For anyone that didn't understand that, that was flat earther for I don't have any arguments. But I do have to thank Level Earth Observer for that because that's just great soundbite material.
Derp, 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 derp. And you get grown men salivating over stuff like this. The plastic professor, Forrest, ping pong. They'll be dribbling over stuff like this.
Well, it is a pretty big achievement. You not believing that doesn't make it any less true. The reason why this is such a big achievement, by the way, is because it's lowering the cost of sending things into space, which is a good thing.
And look at them. Look at these heroes of the space pantomime industry. Look at the state of these people.
I really don't get why he has an issue with the way that they look. To me, they look perfectly fine. I suppose the question here is, what does he expect them to look like? Does he expect them to walk out with a Hawaiian shirt and flip-flops or something?
We know it's all nonsense anyway. Every tower crane on Earth proves scientifically the globe space is nonsense.
Oh, I think I remember you now. You're on one of Simon Dan's Flat Earth fail compilations, if I recall correctly. And you did use a crane to fail to prove that the globe is nonsense, but what you did manage to prove is that you are full of nonsense.
But let's just remind ourselves, refresh ourselves, where these 4 derpy astrodames are supposedly going. Like I said, we know the globe is scientifically impossible.
That's a funny thing to say, seeing as no one has shown the globe to be scientifically impossible, so that is a claim that needs a lot of evidence. But I know that you have none.
And the fact that the space industries like NASA cite models as evidence of space stations and stuff kind of gives the game away even more.
So firstly, I don't think NASA cites models as evidence for a space station. I think you just think that the only way that the space station can exist is through models, so you're just saying, oh yeah, it's just a model, so therefore it's not real. Secondly, you can see the ISS as it passes overhead if you know what time it's going to pass overhead, and the way you do that is you just go online and see when it's going to pass over your area. And there are also people like Red's Rhetoric that have photographed the ISS as it's gone in front of either the moon or the sun, and the ISS has the exact same shape that you expect it to have. So yes, there is a decent amount of evidence that the ISS is in fact real. Denying that it exists is not proof that it doesn't exist.
It takes a special kind of doll to be fooled by all of this charade that is space.
Well, I'd say that it actually takes a special type of idiot to believe the Earth is flat, because there are some people out there that are absolute idiots that can see that flat earthers are idiots.
I mean, if you waved a flag and you cheered for them 4 derpy Astro dames as they came down the ramp, then good on ya. You look after yourself. You take care, alright?
You know what? I think I detect a bit of jealousy in his voice. Maybe that's why he's so triggered about these astronauts being sent into space. So let me try and give a bit of advice to Level Earth Observer. Now, being a flat earther, I don't think is actually going to get you to space. Now, you're going to have to put in a lot of effort. There'll be things that you'll have to learn. You'll have to go through training because they don't just send anyone into space. So yeah, put in a lot of effort. Do some research on what you need to do. And then eventually, one day, you might be able to go to space. I know that it's tempting to think that if you're a flat earther, maybe one day they'll send you to space to prove to you that the Earth is not flat. But honestly, I don't think NASA has time for flat Earth bullshit. So it's probably not going to work. I hate to break it to you.
But for the real people who can discern and have got logic, it's obviously nonsense. Reality tells us all the heliocentric space is a charade.
I have a suspicion that Level Earth Observer and myself have different definitions of what logic and reality mean, which might explain why he doesn't seem to view reality as reality.
Even their own footage of where these derps are supposedly going, it's just models, and as we come forward in time, it's CGI and bigger props and models.
The problem is, though, is that when flat earthers try to present evidence that people on the ISS are just filmed in front of a green screen, or that it's all CGI, they use very bad evidence like a video glitch. Some of my videos have video glitches, but that does not mean that I'm CGI. They'll also take things like people fading out to mean that a video is CGI. But videos can be edited like that. So just because a video has been edited doesn't mean that it's CGI. People will edit videos for all kinds of reasons. No one really wants to watch a video where nothing happens for 10 seconds.
I use this footage forever and ever because it continually wakes people up.
I really don't see what's wrong with that footage. Just because you think that it's fake doesn't necessarily mean that it's fake. You're not going to give a reason why you think that it's fake though, are you?
Then you add the other layers of a pantomime, derpy clowns dressed in space pantomime costume.
So yeah, I'm definitely picking up hints of jealousy there. Although, on second thought, it might not be that he's jealous about the fact that they went to space, although that's definitely something that you can be jealous about. I think that he might be jealous about their outfits. Or maybe both. But don't worry, I'm sure that you can find something that looks very similar online. You just got to shop around a bit.
Trying to back up this daft story that we live on a cannonball flying through a vacuum when it is scientifically impossible. The Earth is scientifically and impossibly not a ball. It's impossible. And that is a scientific fact. Doesn't matter how much Christmas space panto you watch or how many delusions you choose to dance to, it's never going to change demonstrable reality. And that is a scientific fact.
So saying science and scientific over and over and over again doesn't automatically make you right. That's just not how science works. If you want to be right, you've got to first understand what you're talking about, and secondly, demonstrate that what you're talking about conforms with reality. That's how you be right.
Deal with it. I have.
I don't think you have though, Level Earth Observer. It's okay to be jealous of these people. Just being a flat earther is not the right way to go about achieving your dreams of going to space, okay? But anyway, that's it for this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you liked that video. Leave a comment letting me know, are you jealous of the Dragon crew? Or are you okay that you're not going to space? As always, a big shout out to my $20 or more patrons. What Jesus, Hugh Jarsz, M.C.Nutkin, Wolfie, Morrie, and the Friendly Antinatalist. If you want to support me financially, you can do so on Patreon. There should be a link right there. But anyway, I will see you in the next video. Between you and me, thank you for watching.
Derp, 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 derp.